Considers it a mission. Sure. Okay, and then the divided by 17,500. So I need 9 bundles. 9 times 7,500. I have just enough. So let's purchase them. Good evening, Void. How you doing? Voldaris, I should say. Sergio, how you doing on YouTube? Hi from Spain. Thanks for all the tips and advice. Anytime, buddy. Anytime. Okay, so I pretty much can just safely shop all these bundles until I tap out on event store loot. Yeah, accelerating the Revenant loop is an asset. It's gonna pay off big time. So this opportunity is great. Okay, so 2 more bundles and then we're done. Okay, back to the ship. Upgrading the 2 modules. Beautiful. Um, Double checking that I claimed everything, which I'm pretty sure I did. I did my 25 minutes this morning. Yes. Okay, there's 4.5 days left on this. worth it for me to accelerate it now so I can get the bonus 4 days earlier, 4.5 days earlier. Okay, tiered up. I'm gonna level it up too, because I'll be doing some Solomadas very soon. Okay, back to the refinery and claiming everything. Alright, max pool. So, Ultra Rao, you said that I can safely run 63.2. 400 deck now, that's right. So I will try that. I will actually try it. That's the first place I'm gonna try, if my warp gets me there. Which, I think that's... I'll upgrade the warp module just in case. By the way, how do you guys like the change in claims? We can't really see the RNG, but it's faster. So, do you like it this way, or do you like it the old way? Yes, people shared on your Discord several times doing 63.2 with tier 6. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing now. I'll prepare all my buffing ships and let's just roll. Bossman, you're torn. You have no idea what we got. Yeah, I know. We can't really see the RNG. But it's faster. It's less clicking. I like it. Okay. Back to the ship and let's take a look at the crew. It is faster. Yeah, I mean, I want to spend the least amount of time in the game clicking on stuff. So, yes. Same clicks. I always have to click back out. If we wait a second, it gets itself out. Like, initially, we had to manually get out, but now I think they installed a quick update or something that changed it. Okay, do you guys approve of this crew here? All three status effects. Hey! From the door. Thank you for the follow. How you doing? Yeah, I think, yeah, 3 status effects, crit. And this, yeah, I think this looks fine. Plus all the buffing that I'll be getting. You liked it better the old way. You could switch it back to the old way. If we go to settings and general, so you can actually turn it off if you want. So sometimes if I actually want to see what I'm pulling, I'll switch it off just for that pull, and then I'll go and I'll turn it on again. That's really the only way. It's a few extra clicks, again, to deal with that configuration, but I don't know if we have another choice. All right, can I get to 60? What do I need? My warp range, 671. I need 700. So yeah, let's upgrade the warp module. Absolutely. Okay, yeah. This one, and I think I can remove the warp. Do I have the warp on this? No. Yeah, I can stay like this. You hated this recent change on animations. I hear you. Yeah, it's really like we've been doing it for so long in a certain way, and now they just a few years down the line they change it in this. It's gonna take time getting used to for sure. Hey Ryan, I don't like the flyouts in the places where you still have to click a back button. The other places it's fine. In the refinery, it bothers me the most. I already claimed it, but like, I don't see what I'm claiming. So yeah, I can sync my account, but whatever. But there's that excitement of seeing, oh my god, I got a really good pull, and we're being denied of that unless we're turning it off. I wish like the whole processing time of a click was faster. Forget about the animation. Like, that there will be less communication. Use cannon. Oh man, lucky. And didn't realize it until I went to upgrade the Chaos Stick. Yeah, there's a disadvantage right there. Alright, I'm warping in here. I'll grab a Defiant buff and then fly in. Okay, and then in. By the way, I did post it on the Discord, but I ended up going into the Starship tree, and I finished all the bottom row. I had the currency, it just a little bit of speed ups or lat or whatever. Pre G6 speed ups. Sure, I did it. Completed that thing. Okay, so this one had a lot of loot. Oh yeah, look, the damage is so low here. All right, the moment of truth. Now, do I want to buff with this? Probably not, because I want to have a max for it later. Breaker helps a lot with the artifacts remnants. Yes, definitely. All right, let's just go with these two buffs and see what happens. Science. I'm dead. It didn't work. Oh, come on. Let's look at the log. I'm missing something. I'm almost there. I'm missing something. Max Fort? I buffed everything except the Titan. Titan wasn't present. But will that be the difference maker? Ultra, when you kill them, how much health do you have left? Max Fort would for sure do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Janeway, Dr. DeMarco? People recommended this one, though. I could switch to Janeway Doctor. Less than 10% haul. But remember, I have lower bonus. What do I mean by... Wait, Kim below deck for morale? Yeah, I have all 3 status effects. Let me recall the ship and let's take a closer look. Hey, Adam, you need max fort at that point. Then you'll be 2 or 3. Okay. But as far as crew, am I good with crew? I'll show you. I have crit and 3 status effects right now. The ship is recalling. We'll know in 20 seconds. Don't change crew. Okay. It's worth a few failures because the amount of loot I'm going to get from 63.2 is just going to take care of all my needs going forward. Oh, wait, we upgraded to tier 7. I got to check the researches now. Yeah, let's scroll over there. Yeah, I can get more loot. Okay, definitely need to upgrade this now, like immediately. What chaos tech? I will show you. Yeah, we can... I think that's a good idea. I need to probably throw some tech on me, which is fine. Um, okay, let me upgrade this one. Let's just run a test and see what happens. Good. and store is to buy a lot of G6 uncommon crystal and convert it. Conversion takes time. We only get 5 tokens every 2 weeks, and we have every 2 days a little bit of regular conversion to do. So it can create a bottleneck. And also that's why I'm looking at ratios. Like, let me look for, I have it open. When I was looking at the ratios of the materials that I need, if I have like a 3-to-1 or 4-to-1 rare to uncommon ratios, then I probably need to pull it from like, events and maybe choice rewards. But if I have something like, look at the crystal, I need a lot more uncommon than rare, then I'm going to go for more uncommon. So still be dynamic. Don't just blindly grab only crystal. Look at what you actually need and look at how much conversion you have coming up. But it's still a very viable engine to use, converting crystal to ore and gas. But if you see that you're bottlenecked and you see that if you get like additional gas and ore right now is going to get you to the next ops level, then adjust the strategy. I'm just saying as a general rule, when you get paid almost double crystal, pull as much crystal as you can when it supports your goals. Okay, buffing, sending, and then catching up on the chat. Yeah, I just got the defined buff. Thank you, Ultra. Spock, I'm using all my Titan juice on G6 Elite Wave events right now. Yeah, well, you're doing the Elite Waves. It's impressive, by the way. With our no events, I'll probably drop down to G5. Yeah, you have a good reason to complete it because the events actually pay, and you have the ship. Like, I don't have the ship, so even if I can defeat, in theory, the Elite Wave, I'm not getting the rewards from those events. I need to drink my coffee. I woke up not too long ago. Joseph, the biggest thing I need is G5, is Epic G5. I mean, 5-star. For upgrading your ship, you mean? Most likely. All right, let's run this test. I'm eager. I'm low on juice everywhere right now. Pastor says on YouTube, non-STFC question for you. You mentioned you ran a marathon. What is your favorite advice to run marathon? Reason is I will run London Marathon and I'm aiming to do it in 7 hours. Wow, London Marathon. Man, one of my goals is to actually go and run marathons in different countries like Japan, London, Paris, anywhere. Okay, let me do this. Hey Tavimosa, how you doing? Good morning. I'm gonna answer your question. Let me just see this. I'm so eager. Where are the eggs today? Tavimosa, if you're on my Discord, somebody posted it. Okay, that didn't work. Fine. Max 4 for the time being. Okay. Whatever. Look at this. What? Fine. 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 Maybe a few more modules and then I can do it without, but it was a worthy test. Okay, I will answer the marathon question. I started my running venture when I was very new to... I wasn't new to cardio and fitness. I was just new to the running, long distance running. That was very new for me. So what I did, I joined a running club and I joined a group and started... It became like a social experience as well as a fitness building experience. And then after running with a running club on a regular basis, I joined a training program. And joining a really good training program is the key. So there are a lot of moving parts when it comes to a marathon, just like playing this game. You have a lot of different elements. But the key is to have fun, is to enjoy the process, to enjoy the training progress and process and everything. So yeah, I mean, I found a good one in Los Angeles and I joined and I've been training with them for 6 months before the LA Marathon. So I don't know, Pastor, if you have anything in London. I mean, there has to be. The running community is big in the world, so I'm sure you can find something. But join a group that you really enjoy their approach and the people, and that will just make it a lot more fun. So you'll be having fun as you're training for it. And doing it less than in 7 hours or less is definitely achievable. I mean, you can walk it, like a combination of running and walking. I didn't mine in less than 4, but I was running the whole thing. That was my goal. But I know people that do run walk that do it in like 5 hours, 5.5 hours, even 6 hours. So you can definitely do it in 7. But join a group that you really enjoy. That's my best advice. Angel says, I use ore and gas from Continuum and get crystal from Battle Pass for more titanium. Yeah, that's good. And I actually, when it comes to bundles from choices, if I go for a non-crystal bundle, I will try to go for ore because I'm getting steel, and I will need more steel to upgrade. So there's the element of thinking about your steel needs as well as your materials when you're in G6. Ultra, did you use max fort or regular fort? In a few days, so then I can probably start dialing down on the buffs. Spock, by the time you need to run more, you won't need max fort. Yes, that was my thought. Breaker. alliance on an like on a regular day. That your alliance just go crazy with that store. That's awesome. You guys are probably very strong. Speculator, no one's. Yeah, we had more than 99. I just claimed 99. There was something I wanted to mention. Can't remember right now. Almost at the next rep level, actually. Like, it's gonna happen in 2 weeks or so, maybe less. Yeah. 500 billion looked so far, and now it's actually starting to look very close. I think it's safe to assume that I'm gonna reach 500 billion lock on all three before I reach op 70. So I didn't cash in on my choice rewards yet. By the way, yeah, if you haven't cashed on them, hold on them, because we didn't get the Alliance tournament yet. So if you're a G6 player, you can complete a lot of the tournament tasks with just the choice rewards. So hold on to them unless you actually need them now to push in ops. I don't understand. Well, I do understand why they don't announce when the next tournament is gonna come. I just don't... Like, keep us in the loop. Don't let us know like a day before. That sucks. Alright, let's go over here. Okay. Rabbi says, good point. Lava Alliance tournaments. We had 104 people participate. Great bunch of people. Your alliance sounds like a really good active alliance. Man, I'm jealous. We have like maybe 50 highly active people in mine, and there's 77 of us. Like, our server needs... So I heard a rumor, and Spock, I mean, the people on my server, Spock and Xduder, damage. And then below deck, it's all 3 status effects, self-healing. I'm putting some impulse speed so I can kind of expedite the process. And I get about 50 kills unbuffed. So that's a pretty good loot, you know. And I spent about 12 minutes in there. One more day. Hey, it's Finding Waldo just coming by to say hi. Hey, how you doing? We have like a mini server 35 reunion over here. I love it. Drive by loser bracket. Both of our servers, JB. I don't know. Our record is just so disgustingly bad. I think we lost 80% of our matches, and I'm not joking. At least 80% of our matches. I don't even want to look. We have somebody keeping track, but I don't even want to look. It's just so nasty. It's just so shameful. Yeah. Here, I have something funny for that. I'm gonna claim something, huh? Every time when incursions end, I want to do this to my whole server.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Yeah. um, I always plan for tournament RNG on those 10k tasks is annoying if relying on just 2 to 3 tasks. Yes, and also we need to be careful that our teammates are not hoarding, just sitting on one of those tasks and blocking everybody else. That just sucks. Yeah, drive by. That's right. Shame. Big shame. Uh, Even though I don't have a problem with them either. Norwood says I'm server 35 also. Oh, hey. We won 3 incursions early, but haven't won in over a year, it seems like. Yeah, that's right. It's like people don't care. They don't care the way they used to. And look, I mean, I spoke with some of the whales on the server from my alliance and even from ICE. The rewards are just, they don't care about them. Like, they don't really move the needle on anything. They're not meaningful. It's really bragging rights more than anything. They're just okay rewards, and it's an ego boost. That's all it is. Yeah, I don't really have FOMO in general, but on this one, definitely no FOMO. Yeah, Gappy, we like the shield discipline. Just people don't care. I think that's what it comes to. Because I did suggest that on our, we have like our top alliances incursions Discord server. And I did say that if we, as a server, decide to enforce some serious consequences for those who just shield slack, and we put them out of their main alliance, and they're banned from being in a big alliance for like 2 or 3 weeks, that consequence is going to make people fall in line and behave themselves when it comes to shield discipline. But again, people don't care enough to even enforce something like that. So it's okay. We just accept the losses. I just do PvE stuff. I just pop like the 200% extra loot bonus, and I do PvE tasks, and I'm done. I complete the easy SMSs for the incursions, and I'm done. That's it. Joseph, server 10 is desperate for a merger, and we have a Super Alliance trying to destroy 6 alliances to get that to happen. Yeah, we have ICE Alliance. Well, they behave very differently now, but early on, years ago, they were breaking alliances. I don't know if it was for the purposes of getting a merger, but they were just targeting an alliance and making their life a living hell until they quit or disperse. And a lot of people quit because of that. So it's a game. Still, I'm not a fan of that strategy. But I don't know. You tell me, Joseph. Is that really helping you guys? Like, do you see a merger coming closer because they're behaving this way? Drive-by for incursions, Lorca was the big deal for me. Getting his shards free to play. Yeah, not the end of the world. Yeah. Yeah, I got like 10 Lorca shards that way. And the rest was from Vindicator. Mostly Vindicator. Angel, we use the stfc.live for showing task what people has in tournaments. Wait a minute. I don't think I heard of this one before. Oh, yeah, that's the WTF. It's the same. Wait, does it show you which task is actually taken here? That's amazing if it shows you that. I'll keep it in mind, but yeah, I never heard of it. Ultra, that's how your server works? Joseph, for us, it's more pushing people to get stronger and ups up more. Yeah, I guess so. You can push them that way. Hey, Lieutenant Bennett. It does, but there's a lag to it showing. Okay, so I'm late to that party. But good to know we have that tool. So then we see who's actually holding that task that everybody wants. We can shame them. We can, like, actually shame them. Oh my god, the timing of this. The joke is dead. Oh my god. Yeah, we can shame them like that.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Spock, yeah, I use it a lot. It shows what task people have, but it takes a while to update. Yeah, I never used it, but I will. I mean, I don't really hold on tasks. I rarely do. I just grab them. I already know which 3 I'm targeting or 4 that I'm targeting for the day. Grabbing them, completing them, moving to the next one, finishing it, and then just... That's it. It's done. And then I'm just like, hey, if anybody needs help with rerolls, I'm around. So if you see me online, tell me and I'll just reroll. Tell me which one you're looking for. Because I have like over 250,000 reroll tokens now. Silash says, if a player doesn't complete it too fast, it will show. Yeah. And that's our concern. If somebody's holding it for like 5-6 hours during prime time, during the time that actually players are playing the game, it's really screwing the alliance big time. Like if I know, let's say that my Epic Dominion is gonna reset the next morning, then if I hold it, it's like around midnight when most of our people are asleep and everybody probably completed their tasks. And then if I see it up before I go to sleep, then I claim it, and then 5-6 hours later I will open it. But even then, like, because I plan ahead so much, I don't put myself in that position. So if I know that it resets the next morning, I'm probably just going to wait for the next tournament day the next morning. Breaker, not a reliable thing to shame others. I know, I was just joking around. Spock, I use a lot. I also use it after to see who didn't do a single task. Yeah, I'm going to be using it now. Lost Soul says on YouTube, have you whales talk to their customer service about a merger? They can pass it along to the higher ups. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all of our whales are talking about it. I mean, they actually been, some of them are preparing for it, so that makes me believe it's not just a rumor, it's actually coming. Hey Luminous Corp, how you doing? I hope you've been well. I finally completed everything I can for Ops 29. Got the Franklin, Disco, and Cube through the event store. 1 week away from finishing Vidar, and BB is tier 7. Look at you. I think you were like low 20s last time we chatted. That's really good. Which ops level should I push up to now? From now? Straight to 35. Anything to be mindful of? I have a 2 million power Max Saladin at the moment as my best ship. Should I go for Lorca with my remaining currency? There are a lot of things going on. As far as what ops level to push, you don't really need to plan the next 6 or 7. Progress, push them fast, but see how you perform in a given ops level. If you have no issues, if you still kill all the hostiles, then means you're ready to move to the next one, and the next one, and the next one. If you're having an issue, see, hey, do I need to upgrade my ship? Do I need to build a new ship? I mean, I say always build the next rarity ship. But as far as like which specialty ships to get and should you hold for a specific specialty ship, I say no. A lot of other people and they're wasting a lot of rerolls. I mean, the goal is to succeed as an alliance. The G6 players that know what they're doing are I have Spock as my fleet commander. Yeah, he is very important. I was thinking of going for the Enterprise. Command center, let's go to Janeway, plus 28. That's auto completes it. Okay, I'm gonna send the miners back. If he shows up, he shows up. I'm still mining. When we started the war, I had about 20 to 25 million of EG6. And now, I'm like over 150 with these two. Yeah, this war is doing nothing to me. Tommy Mosa, 2 more daily pulls and I unlock the last 2 FC7 and Janeway. Nice. 7, that's gonna... Sorry, Janeway. Janeway is gonna be the key element to beating Q trials, just maxing out on all of those with her repression ability. Make you a bunch of these. One More Day says, hey JB, just following up. How do you have so much faction credits banked? The video I made on It's called the title is it's raining faction credits. It shows you all the primary sources that I get my faction credits, and that was before they added a few more. So you just do them daily. I don't remember all of them offhand, but you definitely want to have, if you're going triple faction, that's going to help you. So you want to go triple faction, and to go triple faction effectively, you want to be killing MU surveys a lot. And also the MU surveys drop faction credits. And also you get them here, like you want to be pulling the Federation message exchange and the other two every day. So if you do this daily and you only spend them on a single rarity ship every time you move up, you're not going to have faction credit problems ever again. Like ever again. Tavimosa, I haven't looked into them much, but always fun to look on to unlock stuff. Yeah, the one I'm referring to. This tactician tree is all about Q trials, but the most important ability is repression. So max it to your level, to your command center level as much as you can, and then you can really defeat high power Q trial. Let me show you what I kill. I mean, I kill like 250 billion with an Enterprise D, and I take 0 damage because repression brings it down to the level that you take 0 damage. So they're shooting blanks at you. It doesn't matter how big their gun is. The gun is massive. I mean, it's 60 billion attack, but it actually deals 0. One more day, thanks. I'll watch your faction video. Yeah, and let me know. Either hit me up on Discord or on my server and let me know if you're still confused about something. But I line them up like pretty efficiently there. That's how I roll. Okay, let's throw these on nodes. So yeah, that's why I spread them out. Unless I'm AFK, if I'm playing, they will kill one and I can recall the rest. Unless I'm AFK, they will kill one. Silash, after a point, they only have energy weapons. Ideally for PMC and then Janeway skill. Yes, exactly. PMC is what I use. And she has to have a seat. She always has a seat. Like I don't really take her off. Lorca has a seat with his name on it. He never leaves. Tavimosa, what will always be a nice addition to FC abilities, although I always forget to switch the FC. Me too, but really the main ones that I need to rotate are Locutus and Sloane. 7 doesn't really go in there. She doesn't have anything important. The important stuff she has is like passive. Like it's always on. She doesn't need to be sitting somewhere. And the rest is just not that important. This is like station defense. I don't care about that. A shield is free and it's 100% bulletproof. And here, I thought about this one. This is like additional efficiency for parts. But look what little amount this is compares to all the power creep to hundreds of percent of efficiency we have. This doesn't move the needle that much, so I'm not going to give her a seat for this. This one may be the hull health, but almost every other FC has hull health. Yeah, she's not that important. So it's really Locutus and Sloane that rotate between Spock and someone else. Hey, Distinct. Hey, JB, what crews do you use for the Q trials? Yeah, we just covered it. So it's PMC, but you want to have FC Janeway have, seated and with repression max to your level. I mean, that whole tree, that whole tactician tree is for Q trials. So depends on your performance. If you're struggling, then upgrade a few other abilities too. Let me check the mirror one. Okay, so I think the next one here is going to be shield. I'm going to get 600% more shield. So I'll probably have that tomorrow or the next day. And I can pass on this. I don't know what I'm going to choose. Maybe. Usually I like to do arenas around 5 p.m. Pacific time, 5:30. So if they're available, I'm going to start then. But either way, I'll probably go online around that time, and then whenever my team is available, then we're going to start queuing. That's my plan. And Lieutenant Bennett, if you're still here, I know your arena button is broken, just like my event, like my store button is broken. But I don't know. Maybe we can make an exception here. I miss playing you with the man. We really had a good time when we played before the nerf, but I respect your choice. We were all very pissed off when the impulse speed was nerfed. Very pissed off. Especially when they were claiming that that was the fix. It's a lame fix. By the way, with the mod, I press T, and that takes me into the events. So I don't have to click on completing if I don't want to. Yeah, run the mod. I recommend the run. I'm not getting any commission from that. Just the mod makes the gaming experience so much better. Oh yeah, I should glance at these sometimes. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys claim the mission keys, but remember to claim them. Help people out. Why do we have solo waves? I could run a solo wave. Oh wait, let's look at the dailies. I think I skipped a bunch. Yeah. Okay. So, um, I was thinking about tearing up the Velox if the materials are gonna be if I can allocate some materials to it. So if I'm drowning in uncommon crystal just by playing the game and I can convert it fast enough, I may be able to start throwing some uncommon crystal on this to tier it up. Not anytime soon, but it's on the horizon. Yeah, I think I need like 6,000-7,000 uncommon crystal for tier 3. I'll wait, but I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it. If it doesn't slow me down when it comes to ops, I'm probably gonna do it. So I will need to look at the numbers like at the end of the arc. After I claim all the choice rewards, after see how RNG treats me with pulls and everything, and then I'll be able to know more. Hey Ron Roberts, how you doing? And hey Drastic, good to see you. Good to see you guys. Okay, Klingon. Let's fly here, and then I need to kill some freebooters. Oh, didn't somebody say that they're gonna release freebooters for G6? Isn't that supposed to happen soon? Soonish? Like, Scopely speeds soon? Go over here. Ron, doing well. Debating on getting Revenant. Get the Revenant. Get it. It's materials, buddy. It's materials. Yeah, Spock, sometimes this year. I know. Drastic, you probably answered this many times before, but I'm curious. Why so many Selkies? If you see these amounts, this is why. I max pull like a madman. I max pull twice a day. 2.4 million a day for each of these. I need high income. Because the max pulling and they're at tier 2, so I don't really waste materials on them. And I have the faction credits to afford them. So this it just works. There's no problem, it just works. Sealush says Impulse Nerf was a workaround proposed by DJ. It kind of worked, but the proper solution is for them to update their architecture. They're using HTTP architecture, using HTTP with the way I do it. and they deal 0 damage. So I don't know if you're going against triangle. Bennett, I'm at 81 million power hostile. So maybe, like Spock said, maybe at a certain point in the transition, so maybe use um, PM Cath or PM Tlan until you reach that point and then switch to PMC and maybe buff yourself a little bit. Bennett, 669 million points towards the Explorer. Yeah, I don't know. I just did this one and it worked for me. I didn't really look at the logs or anything. I'm like, oh, I kill it? Great. I'm just gonna keep killing it. And then I maxed it. I think I need to go back there, don't I? Yes. I shouldn't have hit that 69. That was stupid. I need to tear it up. Okay, I'm curious if the alerts are going to be as loud. I did lower it by a bunch. So let me test it.
I demand a trial by combat.
How's this? Was it too loud? Was it just okay? Was it too low? That's better. Should I lower it more? Or is it just enough? Okay, I'll leave it. Until I get more feedback, I'll leave it like this. I think you are just before it switches. Try PM Cath if they are doing a lot of kinetic. Or you can do, I think if you have Cath at a high tier enough, I think it's even more effective if you do Pike, Cath, and Tlan on the sides. I'm pretty sure you get more reduction that way. But then you'll need to worry about mitigation, so you'll have to put Paris under deck for that. Can they move the Franklin to the independent archives, please? I'm still clicking on it. I'm still clicking on it. Why am I clicking on it? Oh, no, it booted. Where was that? Resources. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Bennett, you'll try it. From the logs, it looks like 3 rounds are energy and 1 round of kinetic. But Bennett, you have you went for all 3 epics. All 3 G5 epics. So if you have another one maxed, I think your Ataran is almost maxed, or the other one, then maybe you can go for that appropriate, the triangle one for those, and see if that works better. Because then you can use PMC like on Explorer, or Explorers if you have the Derridix. I don't know. I don't remember what your tiers are for those 3. Fleischer, I had the same problem today. 1 Q hostile, I had to use every buff and exo to kill it. Now I get the hostiles with 0 damage battle log. Yeah, I guess it's like people say, like you need to get through a certain point and then it becomes auto. I never really investigated it that much, it just worked for me. Spock, and that 1 round might do more damage than all the energy. Yeah, just a bunch of experiments. But once you cross that threshold, then it's going to be autopilot and high rewards going forward. Some of them have a really big kinetic gun. Yeah, kinetic is usually the massive one. It's not go home level, but at their level, it could be go home level. Silash, yeah, it's a threshold unintended bug from Scopely, which thankfully they didn't remove. But maybe we shouldn't mention it. I could be paranoid, but I suspect that there may be a Scopely infiltrator on my Discord. Because one time we had a discussion about the 15-hour drop rate and how awesome it is. And a day or two after, everybody reported that it dropped. Coincidence? I don't know. But then we had another discussion about something else that I don't remember. And again, a day or two after, there was a change behind the scenes. Coincidence? I don't know. There's a chance there's an infiltrator. So you saying it right now, you may have just given them a hint of what they should change. Oh, I remember what I wanted to mention early on. So in general, I said I need to throw something in the research. Polling was okay. Thank you, Julian, for confirming that. Today. So let's say if you're really trying to max an interceptor or level up an interceptor, then farm for those broken parts and max claim this one, so you have a better chance. That's really the ideal way of doing it. But don't let that hold you back, because once you reach G5 economy, if you reach G5 economy and you're not getting those G4 parts anymore at the same frequency you got them, well, guess what? You have G5 ships now. They're way stronger. They're way better. And over time, you can, if it's important to you to retroactively upgrade those G4 ships, you will. But you're probably not going to rush to them. It's better, in my opinion, to be more advanced, enjoy better content, do better things, be stronger as a player. Not just compares to your peers, just as a player. And then go retroactively and upgrade ships and research and all that stuff. That's the way I do it. Sugar Fatman, G4 rare ship with a loot crew and farm the parts. Yes. Good places to farm them is Lost Hostiles. The Lost Isles. This system, if your ship can reach it, you need 1,000 warp range, but if you can't reach this one, another very good one, I can't remember, there's there was a system here when we do the Formadas. There's another Lost Hostile system. I think like level 50 or something. I don't think I have it bookmarked anymore. Oh, I do. Yes, this one. You need a lower warp range to reach this one, Civis. You can get a high amount of G4 here with Loot Crew. Wolfa Chat says, where's the best place to farm broken interceptor ship parts? Ops 42. Yeah, it will be here, Civis. Or if you can get to, if you have 1,000 warp range, go to the other system that I showed you. This one here. Both of these are serving you really well. And if you need G4 survey parts, then just go to the Kronos and Sol. Those old, you know, wherever you complete the... I don't remember that name of the event. We just had it yesterday. Or maybe the day before. The one that you just kill one of these... some refined parts too. So this also helps with the farm for the refine. That kind of saves you a little bit of farming. Okay, is this one done? Yes. Okay, so let's send it to Hazard, kill a few of them, and then die, and then do the other faction. I want the tournaments. I really want the tournaments. Because I'm getting low on my X-board credits. for my daily pulls. It's getting to the low area. And once we have the tasks, then I can safely start, you know, opening all those chests from the NX-01. I'm just holding back right now, so I'm starting to get low. If I need to open them before the event, sure, but I'd like to have the event. It's more efficient that way. Okay, I think I will probably die by the time I kill these. So Lieutenant Bennett, you're not doing arenas on Monday, right? I shouldn't even consider you taking a spot. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm done with all the events. Not the ticketed, but Arena Button out of order. Yep, I figured. Point taken. I will not ask again. If you ever want in, you know where to find me. Oh yeah, officers. Patterns. By the way, it's really nice to be in a position where is it? All of my, all the patterns officers, the ones that you can get with patterns, are all maxed for me. So until they add more, I don't have to worry about it. And whenever they do have more, I have over 7 million. So I can max whatever 3 they add. Where are the eggs hiding today? Hey Blitz, good question. It's on the Discord, but I can summarize it for you. So there are 2 of them in the holodeck. One in the section 31 tab in the holodeck, and another one in the Borg, and one more in the event store main page. That's where they are. Do I want to kill Federation or Romulan? So my net gain will be better if I don't engage Romulan with my Romulan ship, because then I'm losing more points as a penalty because of some researches. So I'll just go to Federation because I'm sending the vlog. So Federation and Klingon for a better net gain overall. And if I need to balance it out later, I can balance it out in other creative ways. Alright, let's fly over here, 7 minutes. You're welcome, Blitz. Anytime. What are we getting? 3,000 more tomorrow? That's pretty good. I don't care about these so much, but yeah, the extra loot is great. It's more crystal for me. Drastic, you use the MU for reps? Absolutely. You get rep, you get Sigma speedups if you're high enough level, you get faction credits, you get broken parts to your heart's desire. There are so many good reasons to go there. All right. And as far as dailies, I think prime real estate. Okay, I'll do a prime real estate. I'll just push one. So this is the way I look at it. Prime real estate at my level pays me 50 minutes plus 60 minutes. So almost 2 hours. Okay? Almost 2 hours. And it's 60,000, 62,000 per hour. So it's about 120,000 Latinum gain if I complete it. 120,000. And if I instant push this for 3,000, I'm getting 117,000 from the daily. Totally worth it. I'm doing it. Because I don't want to speed up a G6 building. That's why. Hey, Carlos. Good afternoon, JB. Should I get the Vindicator or more Lorca SP? Carlos, thank you for the tip. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat tip. I appreciate it. Okay, Vindicator. Okay, Carlos, do you do arenas? Because if you do arenas, you can get the Vindicator from there. And also, it sounds like you already have Lorca because you're considering getting SP. So the Vindicator, here's what it's going to give you. It's going to help you upgrade it. Forget about these two. These two are not that important. It's going to give you some research currency and parts to upgrade the Vindicator to a higher tier. Okay, that's number one. Number two, it's going to give you Lorca, but you already have them. So you don't really need this one. And here, you get some officers, but the drop rate is disgusting in lower tiers. So in your position... No, so you're not running arenas. Okay. If you were running arenas, at least just for enough pulls so you can actually get the blueprints, I would say for sure go Lorca SP. But you're in an interesting position. Okay, the skill points. So let me ask you this. Did you complete all of the efficiency abilities of Lorca with whatever SP that you got just by promoting him to a max level? Because if you completed most of the important ones in the leader one, like the material, the ship help, the research, if you completed those, then you don't really need skill points as desperately. So I would probably go Vindicator. But if you haven't yet, and you need skill points for those, then go skill points. Yes, you completed them. So if you completed them, go Vindicator. Get the Vindicator, because long-term, Vindicator will produce more skill points for you. It will be Lorca skill points engine. It will produce more. So you can either buy them cash, the skill points cash with the, like, upfront now with the event store loot, or you can get an engine that will produce them like the goose and the golden eggs. So you either get golden eggs, or you get a goose that produces golden eggs down the line. Okay, so I think dailies. I probably should complete this one because I reached the max. I'm saving all of my... You know, I'm not going to complete it. Hull fragments mean nothing to me anymore. You know, I can probably cash them now for the ticketed events that I'm doing. So let's do that. I have like hundreds of thousands of them now, if I'm not mistaken. 463,000. Yeah, I can just start claiming. Yeah, you're welcome, Carlos. That's a good question you asked. But consider doing arenas with the team that you enjoy. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. Mike Theme S on YouTube says, new to the stream, still learning the game, even though 34. Trying to stay free to play. For previous streams of yours, you mentioned to use Section 31 for non-free to play path ships. Current Arc event store uses S31 intelligence. Why am I lost? event store, rev parts, Vindy parts, or Lorca SP. I would say rev parts. That loop produces materials. It's very important. Lorca SP, if there are any abilities that you didn't max yet, and you're short on SP, for me, all the efficient ones were completed with the SP that he got just by promoting him and leveling him up. So I don't need to get Lorca SP from the store. I will slow drip get it from the Vindicator. Vindicator parts, I would say no. I thought about it because they just recently added it. But then I looked at like the bottom line, what am I getting from tearing up the Vindicator? I'm getting more research and parts to upgrade it further. Great. Okay, not amazing. Fleet commanders, which I already have all of them. So this is a slow drip anyway. And then I'm getting officers that have a very bad drop rate. So for me, upgrading the Vindicator, accelerating the Vindicator loop is not worth it at all. It's totally not worth it for me. I will just do it in the natural pace that it's upgrading itself, you know, just by being engaged with the loop. But I'm not going to spend my precious event store currency on it. That's my opinion. So in your case, Woody, rev parts, unless you need some Lorca abilities that you didn't max yet that are related to efficiencies for progression. That if I was in your shoes, that's what I would do. Blitz Janeway is super important for Q trials, though. Yes, she is. But if you have the Vindicator, he's talking about Vindicator parts. So Vindicator parts is not really gonna accelerate your Janeway acquisition. Janeway, you're gonna get 3 shards every day, even with a tier 1 Vindicator. Micah, so spend for Lorca, got it. Yeah, for Lorca, blueprints for like shards to actually unlock him. From everything you listed, Micah, he's the #1 priority. He's the best from all the items that you listed, in my opinion. The Sugar Fat Man, if you're not UPS 40, do you have the extra FC slot unlocked? You may not have it. I don't remember what level, but I think you need to be at least 40. But you'll get to 40 in no time. They've been taking care of the G4 players and below really nicely, especially with the refinery additions. Like, G4 players can push 40 so fast. Hey, Lube! How you doing? Good afternoon. Good to see you, man. How's your Saturday going? Or is it Sunday for you yet? It might be Sunday for you. No, it can't be. No, but you're a few hours away from Sunday. That's my guess. Adam Brady, I got all the Vindicator. I'm tearing up Rev every 12 days with my strategy. That's great. That's a great place to be. I would say, like, again, accelerating that loop, the faster I can move in the Revenant loop, the more materials I'm going to get, which means the higher ops I'm going to get faster. This is exactly what I want. Okay, Micah, congrats on Lorca. And yeah, start leveling him up and start focusing on these efficiencies. Woody, okay, that's what I was thinking too, because it would at least bump my Rev to tier 8. Great. Yeah, mine is just a fresh T7 today. I did mess up the loop initially. I wasn't as efficient. I was learning it, and I didn't watch Jules Verne's video on that loop until like a week or two after I had it. So I was behind on that efficiency. Still Saturday, 8 p.m. Yeah. Almost there. Sugar Fat Man, I meant for Micah specifically the extra FC slot from the event store. Yeah. But even if he doesn't have the extra slot, give him a slot. Just dump whatever of the 3 you have and give him slot #1. Like, this is his seat forever. He's never leaving the seat unless they release another FC with even greater power creep than everything I already have, which is unlikely. What ship are you on about? I think you're talking to Norwich. Okay, let's check the daily event here. Daily goal. Okay, like one more 68 kill. You know, I'll kill it in Hazard. Try to finish that Hazard thing too. I may not, but worth a shot. Yeah, I don't have an extra FC slot yet. 40 is the first time to get one. Okay, but still, he's the best FC, no question. Hands down, best FC in the game. Give him slot 1, for sure. Adam Brady, I got mine free to play, working the 20-hour cooldown. Rev now is tier 8 with 3 parts. Hit tier 8 yesterday. Congrats. This is awesome. Yeah, you guys are doing really well with your revs. Or we may unseat Lorca if FC ability comes out, maybe? True. If they release another FC with an ability that is better than his. Lube, you have an NDA. Are you hinting something? Or is it wishful thinking on my part? I was asking you, you said about ship progression, you nailed? I recently built the Velox, leaving it at tier 2.5 for now, until I see where my uncommon crystal supply is going to land. As far as specialty ships, the Revenant ship is the best one to accelerate. It's a great ship to accelerate. Because it's material income. It's, come on, I mean, that's what I live for in the game. Not hinting on this occasion. Fair enough. I could have been, I may or may not have been fishing. I don't know. Micah, so one goal I can brag a little bit about is I have 2 reputation locks and 6 million away from locking the 3rd one. Very nice. Congratulations. Once you lock all, then because I know nothing about the rev efficiency you speak of, I got behind on that loop as well. Yeah, I think a few people mentioned it on my Discord. If you're on my Discord, we have a link there. But yeah, I think on DJ's channel, it came out maybe a month ago, a month and a half ago. So scroll back a little bit and you'll find it. It's a nice on rep. I've locked in King and Fed. Just got ROMs to 60 billion. Moving much faster as I'm doing single rep now. Really? So, Lube, you're saying that the single rep strategy is actually faster? It could be. I never tried it. I've been on dual since the beginning of the game, and then triple whenever MU came out. Micah, so Scopely break the Cosmic Cleanup event store. It's not in the event store. I don't know if they broke it. I just don't know if it's even there. Oh, there's nothing there. Yeah, they broke it. What else is new? The sky blue? I mean, come on. They break stuff. Uh, I don't know how he does the charts as well, and that's pretty. He does a really good job with that. And he releases them quick. Like he doesn't even have an NDA. And let's say even if he collaborates with the NDA content creators, he releases it like less than 24 hours after the feature was released. It's impressive. Adam, have you spent all of your encrypted intelligence? I spent most of it. Encrypted intelligence. Are we talking about the event store loot? Let me try to find out the name. No, that's not it. Okay, I don't know what encrypted intelligence is. Somebody help me. Sugar Fatman says, answers to Mike, with your leftover currency, I'd recommend you get Prime Dolomite and unlock Prime Syndicate Spike. Yeah, see what your account needs more. I mean, that's really... No, the MU didn't exist when I started. Also, you're doing the catching up thing. Okay. So you started up dual rep and now you're digging ROMs. Jules has an NDA. Okay, that answers it. There you go. Then problem solved. Now I know how he does it so fast. Because he has a few weeks heads up. Woody, I was on single rep until I started farming for credits in Mirror and hitting the 68 traders. Has inadvertently pushed me into triple factioning. It's great because triple faction you get, I mean, people ask me a few times, how do you get all the faction credits? You have millions of them because I do triple factions. So I complete all the daily goals, all the daily events. Yeah, I just get access to the full content of every one of the 3 faction stores. It's been great. The only thing is, the only way for me to gain rep is by doing MU and buying the bundles from the Section 31 store. That's the primary way that I'm gaining reps. Because I complete all 3 of them, then they balance each other out, all the positive and the negative, then I reach the 0 line when it comes to completing daily goals and events. So I have to go above and beyond and go to the bundles in the Section 31 store. But they're pretty cheap. And if you do waves as a free-to-play, I never bought the battle pass, any battle pass. I won one back in the day. So yeah, definitely never bought the battle pass, never got any battle pass of this, you know, wave battle pass. Thank you. So I just make sure that I drain all of my ciphers. So I'm running everything that I'm eligible for, and I have a lot of currency. So that's enough to finance these bundles on a regular basis. Blitz, gotta love when the store breaks, trying to get into new editions, and it keeps putting me into the pay store. Seems intentional. Of course, they need to make money. They need to survive. They need to pay salaries. And they designed it in a way that microtransactions is the way they make money. If this was a subscription fee need to buy it. Look, I mean, you by the end of the year. So That's why they are pushing people. They're helping wars. Says, speaking of G7, when a new tier launches, does every server get it at the same time, or do they roll it over time? Well, I know that some servers are ops locked. They're trying to, like, new servers, they don't want people to just push all the way to the top so quickly. So they're capping the operations level at a certain level. So those will probably not get it, as soon as it's released. But I think for all the other servers that don't have that restriction, yeah, it's going to be available all at the same time. If you're willing to spend, yes. A free-to-play is not going to see those in free-to-play progression level. Like, it doesn't matter how efficient you are. As efficient as I am, I'm not going to get there that fast. So it's going to be premium content, spenders content only at the beginning. Blitz, well, they made some of the Star Trek Online ships canon. So I'm not sure if they can just borrow those designs. We'll see what they're going to come up with. Enterprise F. I don't know. I don't even know. I knew about the Enterprise D. I did watch the Next Generation, but I don't know about all the other models. Well, I need level 35 for Prime Syndicate XP, so that is out of the question currently. Okay, yeah, you're below 35. Yeah, and look, I don't know as far as how far you want to push your ops levels, but what's holding you back? I mean, if you want to push. You could probably do well with the economy now, with the G4 economy too, whenever you get to G4. Yeah, I would say go push forward. It's going to pay off because then Ops 40 is a big milestone for you. Ops 40 is when you're going to get access to a lot of other loops that you don't have access to. That's kind of like the basic level right now for content that they release. They keep raising the bar, but it looks like 40, 42 is where a player wants to be so they can actually play content as it comes out. Okay, looking back at the dailies, we need to mine a little bit of this. Sure. T-Dub says, yeah, I'm on 703. We are bugging everyone possible to get our server ascended to G6. Being obslacked for so long is such a slog, logging in just to do specialty buildings, ships, and yeah. Yeah, that sounds like not fun. I don't know what they're basing it on. I think it's probably having enough people close to ascending. That's when they make the decision about ascension. I think Rev knows a lot about this. He's been actually negotiating for servers to be ascended. So I think he knows the requirements a little bit more. But yeah, I hope it gets ascended for you soon. Sugar Fat Man, I wonder why they cap servers. People rushing up in ops means more dollars. True, but and this is the same thing, the same reason why they're releasing, they're helping all the players to level up before they release the next content, G7 in this case. Because if they're not careful, the spenders will keep on spending, right? And they're gonna be so far ahead that they're not gonna have anybody to play with. So they're actually risking losing them because they're gonna get bored. So you want to have a gap between the, you know, upper class, middle class, lower class. But if you create so much of a separation, then it will ruin the synergy and the fun of the game for a lot of players. So that's why they need people to level up before they can actually open it up for another 10 levels of ops. So the same will be true with non-ascended servers. They got to have a lot of the players to reach a certain level so, you know, they can open the gates for everybody together. So it makes sense because of the design, because of the way the game works. Tavi Mosa looks like it's Ops 45 for the new content now. Makes sense, yeah, they're going to keep raising it, so another incentive to push forward. Just pushing ops has mostly gain for me. I don't see any disadvantages. Fleischer just searched. We have 8 enterprises in Star Trek and 14 in total with all the light iterations. Yeah, it's definitely going to be another enterprise at Ops 80. Think about it. If they don't give it an enterprise, what are they going to do? What ship can Trekkies be passionate about if it's not an enterprise? Adam Brady, auctions won't work. Loss of money. Yeah, they got to think about the keeping people, close. but I don't have enough juice. Damn. It was so much fun. Like, now I can do the 63.2. Such an upgrade. No. But if it works for you, if you like it, and also if you like you know, dominating and like being the strongest from all of your peers, I get that. But there's a heavy cost that you're paying for that. T-Dub says, I agree, going up just makes everything easier. Even pools which get more expensive just go down to single pools for a couple of weeks, and then it becomes no issue again in no time. Exactly. It's only benefits. A little bit of growing pains, but tons of benefits. Sugar Fat Man, that got moved into the ARC events, yes. Angel, I don't camp, but I do wait until I unlock my faction ship before rushing up. Yes. So as I progress, as I play the game, I always make sure that my reputation is going to be on par with my level, so I can unlock access to the next faction ship, and my faction credits are available. So in my case, because I'm taking care of that and I'm thinking ahead, every time I hit the milestone ops level, I can build a ship immediately. So I don't need to camp for it anymore because I'm prepared. You're welcome, X-Duder. Sugar Fatman, officers in Syndicate XP, 1520 shards. I'll get a new officer unlocked each arc. Okay, there's the auction. There's the auction that we're talking about dominating in leaderboards. So there's the auction that you're going to get 15 to 20 to 50 extra shards. But the SMSs are available to you, doesn't matter what level you're in. You see, these are available. We're only talking about the weekend auction. that you can dominate if you're staying in a lower ops level because you're stronger than all your peers. So yeah, it will give you the officer unlock if you get number 1 here, if you actually can get number 1. You know, I'm saying, like, for the most part, if you're top 15, well, mine, because I'm G6, it's 15 places deep. But for me, usually I get between 15 to 35. Maybe 50 if I went on this insane blitz. But I'm still going to unlock him just from regular shards. And even if we're talking about, like, fully unlocking him, or getting into tier 2, or getting 80 out of 100 shards, again, what are you missing for this unlock, officer unlock? I mean, you're missing out on a lot. So, nothing wrong if it makes you happy, but I want you to make a conscious choice, not just an autopilot choice, and understand the cost, what you're trading off here, and make a decision for you. Is it a worthy price? Wolfa Chat, my plan is to unlock the Kelvin and the specialty ships on 42 before moving up. Maybe I'm ready in the next 2 months. Yeah, assess your situation. Again, play in a way that makes you happy. The last faction mission, the daily goal, so that will balance out my rep, and then I'll show you what I mean. Okay, this should take care of it. Here, now it's completed. Okay, so now all my reps should be balanced because all the negative and positive balanced itself out. So let's look at where I stand today. 298, 298, 296. So it looks like my Klingon needs a little bit of TLC. So what I'm going to do, whenever I need to kill FKR hostiles for my dailies, I will kill Romulan and Federation. I will focus on these two, and that's going to balance it out. So I just kill the two factions that can afford losing some rep, or they're going to support the one that needs a little bit more rep. And that's how I keep it balanced. Sugar Fat Man ship parts won't be an issue in 3 months. Yeah, true. I mean, we're going to get that new ship. Ship parts for me are not an issue because I don't need to worry about tearing them up. And if you follow the Explorer pattern that I covered many times, that one will take care of all of your Explorer parts needs. You can max all of those ships. Starting from the Jellyfish, you're going to max the Enterprise A. You're going to max the Enterprise D, and soon enough the Enterprise E, when we can scrap them. It's only an issue if you're going for interceptors and battleships. But if you follow the Explorer ship part material engine, you're all set. You're really all set. Next to the FKR, 63 billion, 220, and 56. I'm nervous about Federation Romulan going back to 15 billion. Klingon is getting locked, and I really want to lock Fed next. Yeah, the triple faction grind that I'm covering, it's when they're all balanced. In your case, they're out of balance. You're going to need to maybe... Here's what I would do if I was in your shoes. I would, in some events, I would target more of the Federation and Romulan. And also when I buy bundles... Where is it? Section 31. When you buy bundles, in your case, skip the Klingon. Don't buy the Klingon bundle. Buy Romulan and Federation. Both the two here and the two here. Also, when you go for the daily event, don't join the Klingon. Join these two. So you're going to, over time, help it catch up a little bit, the other two. Fleischer, you can do 5-part research in the X-Borg to negate the rep loss from killing Klingon ships. In the X-Borg. Oh, yeah, the X-Borg tree. Yeah, there is one there. Yeah, you can use that to balance it out. Also, I think one fleet commander gives more of the other. I think it's Kirk. So also highlight the one that you want more reputation in. Different things like that. But the bundles in the server, the Section 31 store are really going to help you with balancing it out. My base is under attack. You annoying little piece of... You know what? Okay, I'm shielded. Yeah, fleet commander. Yeah, you just covered it, Fleischer. That's right. Sure, Fatman. Dailies are also bugged, so you get more Romulan rep. I didn't know that. Have you started maxing the second Enterprise D and prep for the G5 scrapping, or are you waiting until it's actually here? I'm waiting, because I need to build the Enterprise E. So I'm working on scrapping more Jellyfish, and I have enough to max an Enterprise A. So what I'm doing now, let me show you what I'm doing. Where do I claim it? I think it's the ATA store. It's an outdated store. Hold on, squirrel. Squirrel. I claim an Enterprise A blueprint every day, just a single one. So I'm saving on faction credit expenses. I've been getting 189 of them since I built my last one. So I don't expect maxing it here in about over a year, but I'm helping myself. So when I'm ready to build another Enterprise D and max it, then I'll just buy the remaining blueprints I need for this one. And then just do that. Whenever the G5 is being released and I'm like Op 69, I think at Op 69 I'll start prepping. Sugar Fat Man, yeah, my mining ROM dailies both pay out the same amount. The smaller daily pays out the same one. Oh, yeah, it's not a bug. I mean, if the higher rep you are, the more reputation gains and losses you're getting from that, and the more rewards you're getting. So because I'm balanced, the balance remains. But if you have any discrepancy in balance, if it's out of balance, then it can actually like snowball in the other direction. So you need to be careful and balance it out in other ways. And definitely, if X-Duder, in your case, for example, Klingon is the highest, then you want to kill Klingon hostiles every day. Federation and Romulan hostiles should be off the menu for a while. Like, only kill them maybe to complete the dailies, but be very cautious with that. And even use the exocomp that is giving you less negative impact. So, yeah, whatever you're killing, if you have to kill Romulan or Federation, then use the the less negative impact on those. Oh, I've been streaming over 3 hours already. Okay, I am... the reason I know is because I was starting to get hungry. So I'm like, okay. Let me see who we can raid today. Same category. Who is on? Somebody we haven't raided before. Okay, we have Millie. I don't know her. I never watched her stream, but she's streaming Star Trek Fleet Command right now. So we could stop over there. Next to it, my thought process was steamroll Klingon and then only Klingon hostiles to benefit Federation and Romulan. Yeah, you can do that, but I also want to save you on the farming, so... Yeah, guys, so I think we're gonna raid Millie. I'm gonna start the raid. And I'm gonna see you guys, hopefully most of you, on Monday when I'm doing the arenas. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Can't wait to actually do it live for the first time. And I'm gonna move over with you guys over there. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye, take care.